Radar
Personnel, 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 personnel. What a week!
Another week.
And
Another
another
week.
dump fire. Dun, dun, dun.
Damn. But
Good news,
yeah,
bad
another
news
week
week.
that started off straight, started off well, and then down the hill of shit right there we ended up in, huh?
A real turdy one. A real bowl of chili.
For real. It's crazy. This, the first quarter started off well. I mean,
Yeah,
you saw the offense
just like the
strike,
week before.
hit that touchdown just like the week before, and
hmm
then all of a sudden, what the hell? They disappeared.
Yeah, it's like,
Everybody hit the locker room.
right? They're like, I'm tired. It's too hot. Or it's too cold. Or something.
Like,
There was
yeah,
something that got them. Yeah. But
Jesus.
yeah, we're playing good. The defense looked great. I think we're like 10-3 at some point or something like that. And then all our good plays, whether it's offense or defense, just was pushed back by a penalty or
Yeah,
something. Whether it was defense or offense,
yeah,
man. We had a
yeah.
third down stop that was turned back. We had a touchdown that was turned back. We had a
All
long
kinds of
third downer that was turned back.
little
Yeah,
things that just bit them in the ass.
yeah.
Right in the end,
I
it's just they didn't commit,
I
or
think I
or,
could
or
count
they
like
just
5 times where we were
yeah.
screwed over by, and it was ours. I will say maybe 1 or 2 was, like, questionable, but the other
Right.
3 was like, "God damn it," like, the personal foul on the quarterback, we gotta
Yeah.
do smarter with that. You know how they'll
Yeah,
protect
you gotta
those
be a little
guys.
smarter, but
Mhm.
it looked like he kind of tripped, like he didn't have his footing
Yeah,
necessarily. So yeah, it's
it's
one of those
tough.
things that like the tuck rule. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That you just stand,
right. Mhm.
which is a topic this week apparently. So,
Right, yeah, now that we
yeah,
have the Raider enemy in the house.
yeah, yeah. Hey, hopefully for the better, man. Hopefully for
Right.
the better, because he's a California native guy,
Mhm.
and hopefully he helps us get a damn quarterback eventually.
Yeah. It's usually tough, whenever like really great players do anything in the front
Yeah,
office,
become
but it's
yeah,
mostly
yeah,
coaching that really hurts. The good thing is that he's
yeah.
he's not like this extravagant arm or all of this stuff or this extravagant athlete. He literally was all hard work and intelligence. So you would think,
Right, right, right,
maybe
right.
he could bring that to searching for a quarterback and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, at this point, our fourth loss, my bracket's done. Uh,
Yeah,
I still
yeah. Well,
early. I don't want to give up. It's still early. But when you start seeing trades like Davante and the teams that we should have beat that we lost to, and we haven't even played the teams that we're supposed to lose to yet, and it's just looking like a bleak season.
exactly.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
and I don't know what it is. Like the defense is great, and then they just
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe they're just too tired because the offense ain't doing anything. But it's like I just see a
yeah.
stout defense until like a
I mean,
certain point.
it's a game of odds.
Yeah,
So you play an offense like the Steelers, man, they're bound to score on the defense. You know what I
yeah,
mean? No matter how good a defense can be, they're bound to score. And the score was really low up until the third quarter. You
yeah.
know
It
what I
was
mean?
that
So
punch out. Because yeah, we were if we would have scored that
right,
touchdown, it would
right,
have been. I believe it would have been
right.
if we would have went for the one.
T.J. Watt
Yeah,
punch out.
it would
Yeah.
have been 14-22. So we were still in the game, and then he
Hmm.
punched it out at the
Yeah.
goal line, and then that was
Yeah.
just it because we were.
And that was after that weird ass penalty. I mean,
Yeah,
that penalty did
yeah,
not look right.
that was not right. Yeah, and it sucked because
Hmm.
we were still in it with the fourth quarter with 14 minutes left,
Hmm.
and we were still in it because of our defense. And then Aiden
Right, because of the
O'Connell was
defense.
just
Yeah.
overthrowing and inaccurate. And it was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, there's no doubt the Raiders still need a quarterback, man. With Davante's trade, I guess we got third round conditional,
Yeah.
and I guess we didn't get a player, did we?
No, we got nothing. I thought maybe we should have
Yeah,
got a third conditional and like a fifth or a sixth or something like that. Just
yeah,
because
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
Telesco is really good at drafting, so I would have
Right.
taken anything just to help him out, and plus extra
Yeah.
ammunition. And did you see the conditions for it to turn into a second round pick?
No, I did not. I did
So
not see that. I didn't follow up on that.
if I'm not mistaken, if he makes the All Pro team first or second team, we get
Yeah.
it. Or
Okay.
if he plays in the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl. So let's say he gets injured for the AFC Championship and they make the Super
Okay.
Bowl and he plays the
Right. Right.
Super
Right.
Bowl, then he'll convert. So we have to get one of those four. With his
I see.
injury, I don't know about the All Pro.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're hoping with he just right where he left off with
I hear
Aaron
the Jets
Rodgers.
defense is pretty good though. I hear the
Pretty
Jets
good.
defense is good.
They're just like ours, where their offense holds them back,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I think we
Things weren't meshing at the moment,
yeah,
so yeah,
exactly.
I see
Because
what you're
some of
saying.
those games, like I didn't watch too many of the Jets games, but the ones that I have seen,
They're close. The
yeah,
prime
they're
time,
really
yeah.
close, and then it just takes like something that
Right.
keeps them out of it. Lately it's been
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers that's been losing the games
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
So
And he blames his receivers, so
right,
yeah, right
right,
now
yeah, the receiver that slipped, but then
he ran the wrong route.
right,
He ran the wrong route,
he
man.
ran the route. I said hook, you did tight.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, and it's easy to point
Yeah,
fingers, but yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they get there. Then we want that second round pick. Then that's what we
exactly.
want.
Yeah. So I would the best case scenario is that he makes the All
Yeah,
Pro team and they miss the playoffs, because then we still
yeah,
get the second round pick and we get it a lot closer to where we really wanted it. So
right,
yeah,
right.
that would be the best case scenario. If they win the Super Bowl, then it'll be like a late round, second round pick
Yeah,
and everything
that's
like that.
highly unlikely. I don't
Right.
think. I mean, that's a far shot. But
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean,
he helps, but like from what
yeah,
I saw from the Jets, it's a lot of things that's going wrong.
yeah.
And
Well, they fired the coach,
right,
so
yeah, Robert Saleh, yeah, right. And then it's funny because everybody's dogging the move, like it was a terrible move, and I was like, well, I get it. 5 games into the season, I was like, I do
mm,
get it. And by that time, they were only 1 game away from first place, which when they played the Buffalo
yeah,
Bills,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
they got their
yeah.
ass kicked. So
Right,
yeah,
right. Well,
well,
it was
23 to
close till
20.
the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It was an
23-20. It
interception
was
and
very
the
close.
2 missed field goals really cost them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
the good thing about it is that if that didn't happen, I don't think this trade would have happened. If the Jets would have won, I think maybe they would have held back a little, like, all right, we'll stick with the third, or maybe they're doing a fourth round conditional
Mhm.
third. And with that loss and the things that Aaron Rodgers said, maybe that pushed for the Davante Adams trade.
I see.
So
I see.
yeah,
I
so
see.
but
Well, back to the our Raider offense, man. I
yeah,
mean, there was some highlights here. There was some good stuff happening, which is
Madison,
Madison, right?
yeah,
Madison,
yeah.
getting some runs down. DJ Glaze holding it down against
Oh, yes,
TJ
man.
Watts, man.
Oh my god, he was looking great. I remember I can't remember who I was talking to. I was like, watch, I think it's 71. Is his number 71? Something like that, I
Yeah,
think.
71.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah,
just like, look at him go. And
yeah.
he was holding his own. I will say the
Right.
only bad move was, after rewatching the tape, was the
Yeah.
TJ Watt punch out, because like, TJ Watt got
Yeah.
around him,
Yeah.
and that,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but at the same
Well, that could have
time,
been a part of the play structure as well.
that's
I mean,
true.
I'm not sure. I didn't
That's
watch that
true.
play,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I don't really know what
yeah,
they're trying to do there, and I think that TJ Watt was a free runner, and they were hoping with like the angle he's coming, our running back can punch
yeah,
it in. But that was just a
right.
great punch out. And the Steelers, as far as I remember, the Steelers been training in training camp and practice to do that peanut punch. It's them,
Ah,
the Bears, and another team that they rigorously trained that during their practice weeks. So
something
yeah,
the Raiders should pick up.
right, right, yeah. Like, man, our running backs stop holding the ball with one hand. It's not a burrito. It's a
Ugh,
football.
ugh.
It's like, bro,
Seriously,
every fumble
seriously.
is always when they're carrying it with one arm. And so,
Right, right.
but yeah, like it was our offense looked good, and then just it just started falling apart. I will say, yeah, not having Devontae, but also not having Jacoby Meyers,
Jacoby.
it's a
Yeah,
big loss, man, because that's one and two. If Devontae's not there,
right.
okay, we got Jacoby and we got Bowers.
Yeah,
After that, it was
yeah.
really just Bauer.
He's
Turner,
tall enough to catch the overthrows, overhead
yeah.
throws that what's his name
hmm
was throwing.
And he's
AOT.
athletic enough. He's agility. You know,
Yeah,
it's just and he came when he was with the Patriots, but then
yeah.
also they had
Right.
Tom Brady. I think he had Tom Brady for at least 2 years. So,
Oh, nice.
he's
Okay.
real professional. Tom Brady knows him. He knows what he can do. He could give advice and stuff like that. So yeah, but like
Mm.
not having Jacoby really hurt. Bowers is amazing, but in the end, he's still a rookie. So it's
Yeah,
still
he's still a
like a
rookie.
learning
Yeah.
curve and everything like that, and pick and choosing your spots. But it was just too much to overcome. I don't think
And Brian
Devontae.
too. Don't forget about Brian. He had a
Yeah,
couple catches there.
Harrison
Yeah.
Bryant, yeah, he's looking really
Yeah.
good. He's looking really good. Obviously he doesn't get as
Right.
much touch. And then as soon as Mayers comes back, he's gonna go away a little. But
Yeah.
with Devontae gone, I could see a Jacoby Myers as the one, and and
Yep.
Bowers out in the
Rock.
slot
Yeah.
with Harrison Bryan and Mayers in the tight end positions.
Yeah.
I could see us doing something like that. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's all defense, and the defense can't hold up. The entire game. Like they literally
Yeah.
held up till the fourth quarter with 14 minutes left. They had us in the
Right.
game, and
They
that
had
was
us
it.
in the game exactly, and it's the turnovers that killed
Yep.
by the offense. And
Hmm.
again, now moving on to the defense because yeah, they definitely played a part. Like you said, they held it down up until the fourth.
Yeah.
A sack by Diablo, which
Yeah.
welcome back Devine
He was
Diablo. Man,
back,
he's
baby. He was back.
killing it,
Yeah, he
killing
was
it. Had the
flying.
interception that was called back, of
Yep.
course, because
Another one.
yeah.
That was the
So
person that was roughing
I
the
get it.
passer. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's why Max Crosby, when he does the sacks, he does that little tumble over because I
Right.
think he got called on one time or
Right.
like last year or something. After that, he
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
like, "Nah, I'm not.
We
I'm
knew
not."
better.
Yeah, and that's why he does a lot of those like pull downs. Like he'll pull the quarterbacks down, and he's been really good at that. So yeah,
And that wasn't Adam Butler. That was the other Butler, right?
yeah. Darius, but no. Um,
Not Darius Butler. I want to say Michael Butler, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can't remember, but
Either,
yeah, I think
yeah,
it's the younger one, the young guy.
yeah,
Yeah, 3
yeah.
years, 4, and he's supposed to be really good. He has like the skill
He's in there for
sets, yeah.
Wilkins. Yeah, yeah,
So that all of that is just we need some help. Jack Jones, I didn't, we didn't miss too many tackles. There was some missed tackles, but I think we
yeah.
did a lot better in that part.
Right.
It's just we couldn't do so much. Our sacks were there. Diablo was
Well,
flying around.
that one rush with for Pittsburgh's number 22, not the one where he scored,
Uh-huh.
but he had about maybe 20 plus yards
Yeah,
on a
Najee
run.
Harris,
Ran
yeah,
through.
and it
Yeah,
took, like,
Najee Harris.
5 of us to bring him down, and he was just like,
Yeah,
"Ugh."
yeah,
It's like a bus
yeah.
carrying
So
kids, man.
I'm
I was
like, what's
just
going
like,
on there, man? I
"Right.
mean,
Trip him,
yeah, yeah, grab his legs. I
Yeah,
mean, I get it. He's a
yeah,
tough dude. Running backs are not easy, but
yeah,
still.
especially Najee Harris. He's a big dude. He's the
Yeah,
typical Steelers back that they usually look for. So,
yeah,
yeah, it was just yeah, and
yeah,
then Tomlin's gonna have them coached well. That defense gonna have them in the game until the very end, and then that's
hmm
all it took. Justin
yeah,
Fields to do a couple breakout runs and all that. And look, he didn't even play that good. He had decent numbers, but he didn't play that good. And we could have won it. And even the Steelers knew that because even they're thinking about putting in Russell Wilson, even though
right,
they have a winning record. So it's like we were in the
yeah,
game. We could have beat them, and then the defense just couldn't hold out no more. They were tired. This was
yeah,
Diablo's first game back from being gone. So he was still trying to get that cardio in, even though he looked great. Nate Hobbs looked pretty good. Jack
yeah,
Jones, I didn't hear too much about him. That's always good.
right, yeah.
Spillman, I guess Spillman was a little quiet, but that's expected once Diablo came back because he didn't have
You
to
mean
do so
Spillane?
much. Yeah, Spillane. Yeah,
You think about your third
Spillane,
grade teacher? What the hell?
Miss Spillman. Yeah, but with him there, Spillane just didn't have to do so much. So our
Yeah,
defense was rested. He was well rested. That could have been the reason for Spillane missing those tackles in the weeks before because it was mostly him.
right,
So
right.
it's tough to say that our season's over. It's just all our difficult games are
Yeah,
coming up.
there's a lot of ominous,
Yeah,
aura, I guess you could say, coming out of that team right now,
yeah,
man. With the trade and and just the loss, I guess. I mean, the stadium was a reflection of the season so far. There was nothing but yellow towels all
yeah.
over the place, man. There was just like, where's the silver and black here? What the hell? Are we in
Right?
Pittsburgh?
Yeah, it
They get
looks
a
like
new
we're
stadium?
Pittsburgh Steelers Stadium. Yeah, I was like, what's going on, man? I was like, where's the snow? What's going on here?
Yeah,
It's
where's
like
the snow? Exactly.
I think it was like
Ex-
only one game out of this whole entire year that we actually had full of Raiders fans, and everything else was mixed.
There was the opener. It was the
Yeah,
opener.
and that's the one we got our
The
ass kicked.
Browns showed up.
Yeah,
The
the
Browns showed
Browns,
up. Yeah.
the one team that's weak, that's worse than us, had their fans there. They didn't even bring their brown bags. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna win this one." They had faith that they were gonna win that one.
They didn't even bring their pound back. That's hilarious. Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously. I mean, as bad as they were doing, they really thought they had a chance.
Yeah, they're like, it's okay. It's the Raiders, That we should be able to do this. Amari Cooper was like, yeah, I'm gonna have a field day against my old team. Oh my.
Yeah, that's crazy. He got traded too to
Yeah,
the Bills.
to the Bills for a third and fifth, and
Yeah.
they gave him Cooper and a
How,
sixth round pick.
how
So
did Amari Cooper get a better deal trade? It sounds like a better trade, man. Don't you think?
yeah, yeah. I mean, in the end, like they don't get a chance to get the second, but like if
Mm.
Devontae
Oh yeah,
doesn't
true.
get it, we're just stuck with the third. And
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
that's what I mean.
Surprised that we didn't get
Yeah,
like a sixth and a seventh or something like that, like or like a next year fifth or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
they
That's
should have done
strange.
it where like if it doesn't become a second, then it becomes a third and a fifth, or if it becomes a second, then it becomes a second and a seventh and a sixth or some shit like that. I would have want something like
Yeah.
that, but
Well, that's what I mean. Is the issue the organization itself? Do you think the front office is screwing this thing up and making bad decisions and coach hiring coaches and drafting and et cetera? Because I mean, yeah, Telesco has a decent record, but don't keep in mind this was the Chargers that
yeah,
he was the GM of.
yeah.
So
So and the problems with the Chargers was always the head coach. So that's like the benefit that Telesco didn't pick AP. It's the
right,
players that picked AP. I will say I
right,
wish we would have done a more extensive search. But like, what if that really did like piss off Crosby and Devontae? Obviously, Devontae is gone now, but like it would have definitely hurt if Crosby was like, "All right,
yeah,
get me out of here," you know. Like if Devontae would have been like, "Get me out of here," I'm like, "All right, we can get, we got to get better draft picks." But if it was Crosby was like, "Get me out of here,"
yeah,
then that's a big loss. So but like AP
yeah.
had to be the coach. I think what we really hurt us is we had Luke Getzey as part of the conversation as one of the offensive coordinators, and we
I
put
see.
all our baskets into the guy from that's doing the Commanders right now. Like we should have done
Oh,
something else too. You know, we should have.
yeah.
There's a couple names
Like
out
had a
there.
backup plan.
Yeah, like I would have definitely would have taken instead of us level Luke Getzey, like the dude that used to do the offensive coordinating for the Chiefs. I forgot
Yeah.
his name, but like I would love to have him. It could have been so many other options. Yeah, no,
Currently does
right now,
offensive
currently, I don't
coordinator.
even know what he was because originally he went to the Commanders, and then after that he left because the Commanders got the
Oh,
new guy and they got a new coach, so they cleaned house. So
yeah.
I don't know who he's with right now, but I would have definitely liked him over Luke Getzey. I think he would have worked well with AP, and then we would have had somebody that that used to be with the Chiefs. Somebody can give us
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
information on how their offense is and stuff like that. So I think that's in the end, that's what
Yeah.
really hurt us. And then not having the quarterback, obviously, there's only so much we can do with Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell.
Right, right, right. And I mean, we knew that coming into
Yeah,
the season, so I don't know
exactly.
why anybody really is tripping and thinking that AOC would change the season
Yeah,
or Minshew. I figured if Minshew couldn't do it, then I don't expect AOC to do it
yeah.
because we saw AOC. He didn't even pass the ball when he started last year. So
Exactly. Like his stats were like underwhelming for how many games he played. I mean, we still remember that
right,
Chargers game where we dropped like 70 on them, and and then when we played the Chiefs where we kicked their ass, but we didn't score a single point in the second half. Like
yeah,
our offense was horrible. It was our defense that took us. So
right, right,
so
right.
yeah, I mean, in the end, I had more faith in our defense this year, thinking that Minshew would do enough to keep them healthy
Right.
and with energy.
Yeah, exactly.
But I definitely do not blame this season on our defense. Like,
Yeah, most definitely.
yeah,
Most
from the
definitely not.
very beginning, we had injuries. Like losing Michael Kuntz is a big loss for that defensive line, and then now we have
Yeah.
Wilkinson gone, so it's like,
Wilkinson.
yeah, and our defense is still playing pretty good. That was our first week
Mhm.
without Wilkinson, and our defense still played
Yeah.
really good. So that's just really it in the end.
Well, what do you think going into the Rams? What do you think you're going to see? I mean, the Rams are known right now to let rushing yards take over and let passing yards take over. They're leading the league in those
Yeah, those
categories
categories.
there.
Yeah, nice. I mean, I
Yeah.
wish we were able to run. That would be great. That'd be good news for us. I still think Zamir
Yeah.
White is out, but Madison's been playing great. So maybe Madison
Yeah.
could get his 100
That's what I
yards
mean.
now.
Right.
If we can be consistent with it. Because even
Yeah.
this week's game, we were doing good in the first quarter, running the ball. Like we were bringing in the delay runs, and that was
Mm.
really good. We got a few yards. So if we could do some breakout runs and then get the play action involved, then this would be something big. I know the Rams are like
Yeah.
really good records coming off of a bye. So that
Right.
part, or it's either, or we're really bad coming off against teams coming off a bye, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
No. Yeah. The Raiders are have a bad record with teams coming off a bye.
see,
So,
so that's gonna
but
be a little
the
nail
Rams
there.
aren't playing well. They got injuries. They got injuries. They
That is
got Cup
true.
injured, and I believe they got
Koopa,
Koopa
yeah, Koopa Oopa, Oompa Loopa Doopa, something from the Mario Oopa
Nuka,
Koopa, Nuka
something like that. I
Koopa.
forgot. Jeez,
It's a Mario Koopa. So,
it's a Mario.
so
Puka
yeah,
Nakua. Puka
Nakua,
Nakua.
Puka Nakua, yeah, Puka
Yeah.
Nakua
Yeah. Yeah.
Labluba.
He's injured.
Yeah, so yeah, and those are 1 and 2. It's basically our same situation of no Devontae and no Jacoby Mayers, and Matthew Stafford
Right.
is a great quarterback. Like I would take Matthew Stafford over who we got right now.
Of course.
Yeah, yeah,
Or,
yeah.
or, or Mayfield. Or Mayfield.
Or Mayfield, yeah, I'll take Mayfield. Mayfield would have been great in Vegas. He would have loved it.
Yeah, he would. Yeah,
Gonna
he
do
would
the
have, huh?
State Farm commercials inside Caesar Palace. Bet on me. Bam! 7.
That would have been cool, but he's a
He's a
bucker,
buck.
buccaneer.
So
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the Rams well coached, another great coach team. Sean McVay is legit. Obviously their
Yeah.
defense is not that good. They do have veteran players. They do have a decent pass rush. So
Yeah.
but what I saw from Glazer looked amazing. Like Powers, I
Yeah.
love
Looks like
Powers
laser.
Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah, Jackson Power.
Andre James looked a lot better this last game. I saw him do some
Okay.
really good blocking. Um,
Right.
a lot of it was our left side, whoever our left guard was, I can't remember. And our left tackle did pretty good as well, Miller. So
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm really impressed with Glaze. We should definitely beat the Rams. If we don't beat the Rams, to like a good, like, to look at it half full, was that the Rams are ahead of us in the draft order. So if they do beat us, we do get a higher draft pick, and even though you don't want to hear
Oh,
that,
really?
but if we happen to lose it, that means like our season is down the drain, and the more draft picks, the
Yeah.
higher draft picks at that point is what's going to be necessary. So
Right,
yeah,
right,
because I
right.
think right now we're only number 13, and there's like 10
Oh,
teams that are 2 and 4 just like us, but they have,
yep.
I guess, because of the tiebreaker, they're ahead of us. So yeah,
Jesus.
so yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we got to lose.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, unless we go on a 14-game run.
Hey, if they do, that'd be fun. That'd be
That'd be
great
great.
too. I
That means
mean,
we're a
I'm rooting
playoff
for the
team.
team to get better, man. I'm rooting
Yeah,
for the team to get better. I'm rooting for the Raiders to do something, at least
yeah,
for the fans, because I mean that was abysmal. I don't want to see that ever again, Mark. If you just so happen to see this, God, get the Raider fans in the seats, man.
yeah. And send me a jersey, Mark. God,
Send me a jersey, Mark.
damn hat.
Not likely. Not likely.
Yeah, I know. But
Nobody's
if you
watching
see
this.
it, I like a Jack Tatum jersey.
Jack Tatum, please.
Please, that's all I ask. Please. Yeah,
For sure,
yeah.
for sure.
But yeah, let's
And
get
so
it at
this
this point.
weekend,
Yeah.
what's that? Go ahead.
I was saying at this point, it's like I don't know what I want. I would like a win, so it's not as depressing. But a higher draft pick to get the quarterback that we
Yeah,
need.
yeah.
It's something. So yeah,
Yeah, you're stuck between, okay, do I want a better team here, or do I just want to watch this season good football, right? I
right,
mean,
exactly.
we've been in misery, man, the last at least 6 years, just up and down roller coaster with just coaches in the
Yeah,
last 6 years.
yeah.
Now,
God,
then we lose damn good players, like Deshaun, sorry, Devante.
just Deshaun.
And, no, Deshaun Jackson. I was gonna say Deshaun Jackson for some reason, but he almost became a Raider, didn't
Yeah, he almost became one too. I mean,
he?
he would have
Yeah, I
loved to
thought so.
become one, but oh well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, look, the
he's
injuries,
a Bay Area kid.
Devontae. Yeah, exactly. It was just all bad. Yeah, it's just, and remember we talked about it last week. Like, yeah, it's great to have Devontae
Yeah,
on the team. He does make us better in the short term, but
yeah, yeah,
a third round pick, even if it doesn't turn to a second, third round pick, you could typically get a starter, or you use it to trade up. A first, two firsts, a third, and whatever. You just
yeah.
keep piling it up, and try to get who you want. And I honestly believe they probably are going to try to get Shador Sanders. I think that's what they
Does
want.
he come in the second round? You think he'll be there,
Oh, he'll know.
or
No, he's going to be
he'll be
one
in the
of the
first
top
round, right?
three
Yeah,
quarterbacks. Yeah, he's going to be one
yeah,
of the top
yeah.
three. So we would have to go up to at least number two. We just hope
Right.
that the team in front of us wants a white quarterback. We got to just hope for that. And then
Yeah,
if Sanders can fall to us, man, I think at first I think Dion would be excited because it's Vegas prime time. All the lights and glamour. I think he
yeah.
would really, really enjoy his son playing for Vegas, and I think his son would love playing for AP and all that stuff. So
Let's hope so. I mean,
yeah,
hey, the draft is another wild animal, so it's not like
that's
it's a for
true.
sure thing, right?
Right, that's true.
So,
Like it could you have to hit on it. And obviously there's things that Shador Sanders did that I didn't really like. There's
oh,
one of the things he did is like he put down one of his own teammates, and his teammate was just like, "Hey, man, you need to calm down. We still got to play these teams. Stop putting like a target on us." And he pretty much said,
yeah,
"Bro, you're a backup. You're nobody. Be quiet."
I
That
see.
part I did
I
not
see.
like.
Well, he's got an ego.
Yeah, he's got
He's
a
got an
big
ego.
ego, and you look
I
at
mean, he's a Sanders, bro.
right, right, right. Yeah, it's just like, man, if you're gonna it's one thing if you're the corner with that ego, but you're the
Yeah,
quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna
yeah,
need your
yeah.
third, fourth,
No,
fifth
I know.
receivers. It's like you can't
Yeah,
be dogging your play. Cause you're not gonna have a team full of stars. The
that's true.
cap doesn't work like that. Like the Niners were
Yeah,
the last ones that had all these Avengers, but that's because they played the cap right. Like after this year, a lot of them are going to be cut. There are a lot of good players that they
yeah,
want to keep. They won't be
yeah.
able to keep because they're out the cap.
Right,
So
right, right.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I tell all the Niner fans, hey, yeah, they better win this year, or
yeah,
else next year, next 5 years is probably gonna be
it's
tough.
gonna be tough. Yeah, because next year I think they're paying Purdy, and that's 55 mil.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're already paying Brandon Ayuk and Diablo
Right,
and or
right.
Debo, and
Debo.
they're paying their left tackle. So it's like, yeah, it's just it's just a lot. Uh,
Yep, yep. No, well, it sucks, man, and we'll see what happens come Sunday. Rams Raiders. The Raiders are in LA, so maybe it's a full house of Raider fans, man, because those LA,
Well,
is always Raiders.
yeah, yeah. I mean, L.A. Rams is not that far, so they'll probably be like Vegas.
Yeah, yeah. No, they're in the Rams
Oh,
stadium.
they're in
So
the Rams. All right, yeah, you
yeah,
said
yeah.
L.A. Yeah, I was thinking Las Vegas, but yeah, L.A. So we'll
Sorry.
see. We got a lot of Raiders fans there.
There's a lot of Raider fans there, and yeah, the Rams won a Super Bowl already, but I don't think anybody cares about the Rams in
Nah,
LA.
yeah.
Neither about the Chargers.
No, they
So
definitely care less about the Chargers.
yeah, and they're on top of the division. They
Yeah,
only got one loss. Oh my
yeah,
god.
yeah. And it's just that one
Right.
loss against the Chiefs. So it's like, man, it's like the Angels and the Dodgers. Like the Dodgers were trash for so long, and the Angels were
Yeah.
better than the Dodgers for so long, and people still don't care about the Angels.
All right. Next week, follow us on Raider
Raider
Personnel.